The story is told about John, a young recruited soldier in the US Army. John's family members were taken aback by his accepted enlistment. He was not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, nor did he possess much physical strength. It had to be that the army would, of course, need personnel to do paperwork, and here John might fit in, all pondered. However, not possessing or strength did not sit well amongst the rugged soldiers. From day one, John was an outcast and treated as such, even earning him the nickname Dummy. John, though a very caring soul, had many, many mischievous pranks played on him, day after day and night after night, with no complaints coming from his lips. One evening, John saw his batch gathered in a corner, whispering, laughing, and pointing at him at the same time. Rolling from amongst them towards him was a dark metal oval shaped device. It had a pin. John knew from his field training what it was: a grenade. Grenade! Screamed John, while diving and covering the explosive device with his entire body as to protect his batch members. One, two, three, puff! With the white smoke rising in the air. It was a practice grenade. It was another attempted prank on Dummy, but he didn't know. All John's batch members, stood in shock, wonder, awe, and bewilderment as to what John would do to save their miserable lives. Never again was John mistreated, but was looked upon as a respected, decorated soldier. It's quite simple to let other people's rejection affect how you view yourself. You can feel completely unlovable since maybe you don't have a date and all your friends are going out with their dates. Or perhaps you feel that no one wants to be your friend since you haven't been treated fairly by your friends. It doesn't matter. If you don't have a date or close friends, you still matter. Always keep in mind this crucial reality whenever you feel unimportant. God pursued you because He loved you. God cares about you. God provided His only Son as a gift for you. He didn't have to, but He did. He cares so much. John 3:16 reminds us, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." What unconditional sacrificial love! You are vital to God's plan here on earth. You are called to do something important. Don't lose sight of that because someone didn't treat you right. You can't control how others treat you, but you can control how you see yourself. According to God, you matter. You have value. You are important. Challenge yourself today to see you as God sees you. Based on based on your word, on what God says, and not on how others treat you. Look at John. In spite of how he was treated, John, not knowing it was another prank, tried to save his miserable batchmates. Just like Christ. Christ, the Bible says in Romans, while we were yet sinners, while we were yet miserable, Christ died for us. Why? He saw value in you and me. Let's not let anyone make us feel less than Christ sees us. Shalom.